In March 2024, we set off on a trip of a lifetime. Over the next 9 days, we would gradually gain elevation, hiking 84 kilometers through the rugged beauty of the Himalayas. We would travel through the small village of Gokyo, one of the highest settlements in the world. We would hike to the top of Gokyo Ri, traverse Cho La Pass, and see the sunrise from Kala Patthar. Our goal? Reach Everest Base Camp. This will be the ultimate bucket list adventure. Our Everest Base Camp adventure starts at the international airport in Kathamandu. From here we will take a short flight to the small mountain village of Lukla. Over the next 10 days we will trek upwards towards Everest Base Camp, gradually gaining elevation and staying in tea houses overnight. In addition to Everest Base Camp we will have 3 other objectives: climb Gokyo Ri, traverse Cho La Pass, and climb Kala Patthar. Overall distance is 84 kilometers and ascent is 6,800 meters.
So we're at Kathmandu airport and the flights are going to be cancelled. The flights yesterday were cancelled. There's a huge backlog, so we have a couple of options here. We can hang in, see what happens. I don't think there's any kind of flight's going to fly today. Get a bus or a car at 2 AM tomorrow morning to, I think it's Ramatam airport, but there's no guarantees there that we're going to get a flight from there neither, and the weather's not great tomorrow. Moira was saying she was chatting to someone and someone got stuck there for 9 days in October, so that's not a good option. So it looks like we're going to have to look into chartering a private helicopter, so additional expense, but anyway, we'll look into that. The main thing is we just want to get over to Lukla and get going, so we'll see what happens.
We waited for a couple of hours in the airport, but all remaining flights were cancelled. There was the possibility of a helicopter slot in the morning, but in the meantime we had no choice but to go back to Kathmandu. As we headed across Kathmandu to our hotel, we got some good news. Our tour operator had secured us a helicopter for the following morning. It was game on.
They get a bad reputation, helicopters. I'm from Ireland, lots of helicopter issues on the west coast of Ireland.
I think that's more of a Irish thing.
I don't think so.
The helicopter journey to Lukla took about 30 minutes, and whilst the weather looked good when we arrived, only a couple of planes would make it through, and by the time we set off hiking, the cloud would begin to draw in again, resulting in the airport closing. After a quick breakfast, we met up with our porter and then set off along the trail. With all the flight issues in the last 24 hours, it was a great relief to put this behind us and be on our way.
So we're on our way. Yes, we are on our way. Good decision to get the helicopter there to look. We just had something to eat, headed down, checked in, formalities sorted, and we're off trekking. Amazing. So a bit of a change of plan. What we're going to do is our original trip on day 1 was to Pakding, day 2 to Namche Bazaar. What we're going to do today is go through Pakding to, I think it's called Monjo, stay there, then tomorrow go from Monjo to Namche Bazaar, and then in the afternoon do the acclimatization climb. That will put us back on track. So quite busy back there, but quieting down as we're setting off now, so we're just, after the hustle and bustle of Kathmandu, just looking forward to some peace and quiet.
This is us coming into Pakding, which is where we would have been last night had we managed to get out of Kathmandu yesterday. So we're going to push on through to Monjo now. It's about 2 or 3 hours. So really cute little village. What do you make that distance then?
Just over 15 kilometres.
Right, it was a good first day, wasn't it?
Good first day over there. We've made it through to Monjo, and our accommodation for the evening is called Mount Kailash. Morning, so day 2, up nice and early, breakfast at 6 AM. We're the first ones out. It's quite busy in the tea house last night. There was lots of people, and apparently loads of people had stayed over like we did. There must have been about 50-60 people, so we took a very early breakfast. We're on our way, the first ones out. Fantastic weather, amazing. So let's get going to Namche Bazaar. So what's the
Kumbila.
Yeah.
Just holy mountain, yeah. We are talking is the last night.
And no one's been up that?
Yeah. That one is not allowed to
And are
climb.
people tempted to try and climb it?
No.
They're not allowed.
Yeah. It's a holy mountain.
This place is absolutely amazing. It is stunning.
had made good progress since leaving Monjo. While soft and steep, the trail was straightforward, and by late morning we had arrived in the bustling town of Namche Bazaar. With lots of shops and cafes, we were looking forward to exploring. However, first course of action was the acclimatization hike to the Everest View Hotel, so after dropping off our bags at the lodge, we headed back out.
This is Everest No View Hotel. Oh, goodness me.
If you are staying in Namche Bazaar, it is also worth checking out the Sherpa Heritage Centre. Recently renovated, this gives an interesting insight into Sherpa life and is well worth the short walk. We combine this with our climb up to the Everest View Hotel. Located nearby is the Tenzing Norgay statue, the first Sherpa to climb Mount Everest. From this viewpoint on a clear day you can see Ahmedabad, Lhotse and Everest itself.
So, good morning. Day 3. Oh, the weather's fantastic this morning, and we are on our way to Dole. And the key thing for today is that we diverge away from the Everest Base Camp path and off towards the path that heads up towards Gokyo.
Okay, so 20 kilometers to Gokyo Lakes.
Yep.
16 hours walk. And 34 to Everest Base Camp, 21 hours walking. Okay, and here's our map. And this is where the road forks off, so if we were going straight to Everest Base Camp, we'd go right. And we are going to go to Gokyo Lakes, so we're taking this left and heading up here.
At the top of the climb there, it was about 4,000 meters we got up to. We're dropping down, I think we dropped down about 380, but it kind of really feels like you're in the Himalayas now with the huge mountains. So like all around wherever you look, it's majestic, it's absolutely amazing.
It had been a great day's hiking, but as we approached our destination, the cloud began to build up, an ominous sign.
Where are we?
Dole.
Yes, we're in Dole. We've made it. Looking forward to chilling for the night, and I think tomorrow will be an easier day. That was quite a long day, quite tough, lots of climbing, but really good. Best day so far from a viewpoint view, so we're really happy with that. So let's get to the accommodation.
Our luxury accommodation for the night in the Dole resort.
It's day 4 and we are off to Machermo. It's about 3 hours. But unfortunately, the heavy cloud that come in last night seems to have lingered overnight. In fact, I think I heard it raining pretty hard last night, and it's really cloudy this morning. Our approach of getting up at 6 o'clock to get the good weather doesn't seem to have worked here in Dole. So what we're going to do is probably just delay for a couple of hours, because it's only a short 3 hour walk, and we'll start about 8:30 and see if things have improved. We're off. It's like a day out in Scotland. In fact, it's worse than Scotland. A super misty start. Anyway, we'll push on. We're optimistic it'll perk up, but we'll see. Steep climb out, heading up about, what was saying, 3 hours to Machermo? 3 hours, so 3 hours to go. Straightforward hike. That 5.5k took us about 2 hours. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Our guide mentioned something about going out this afternoon from the acclimatization hike, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, another day done. So just back from an acclimatization hike. Jeez, it was brutal. It was so windy, full of clag. It was so misty, you couldn't see a thing. I took one photograph just to show how bad it was, but as much as it was cold, I think we hiked about, I don't know, 250 metres of vertical ascent up. We all felt pretty good, to be fair, so that was good. And once we dropped down off the ridge and out of the wind, it was a bit warmer. So yeah, not the best day weather-wise, but we've made progress to the next stage, and then we're on to Gokyo, and our fingers crossed things improve, because this is the main part of the trip, well, certainly for me anyway. So we're just going to warm up now for the rest of the night, have something to eat, I guess, and it'll be an early night and up and out at 6 o'clock, so I'll catch you then. Good morning, day 5, and we're heading to Gokyo. Weather's good today, views are amazing. I think we've got, how far is it to Gokyo? About 3.5 hour hike. Yeah, 7 kilometers I'm told. This is the highlight for us. So we'll get going and enjoy and wait for the sun to head up above the mountains. Been making great progress and a good ascent there past the first lake, and in the distance we can see the path up to Gokyo Ri, which we will be tackling first thing tomorrow morning, fingers crossed. So wow, that's some climb up there. That will be pretty good fun.
That's big, isn't it? Resort and bakery, very promising. With electric blankets, supposedly.
That's us in Gokyo now. What an amazing day. What we're going to do is we're going to take a bit of a hike this afternoon. Then we're going to come back early night because we are up at 3:45 AM because it's the big one. Yes, it's the one I've been looking for. We're going up Gokyo Ri. Let's keep our fingers crossed the weather's as good as today. So we're getting up there for sunrise. So we'll chill out for a bit, have something to eat and then do the hike.
It's 2.3 kilometres to the fourth Gokyo Lake and well worth a hike as the views across the lake to Cho La Pass are amazing. Equally impressive is the view back down the Engo Zumpia Glacier to Gokyo. Spanning 36 kilometres, this is the longest glacier in the Himalayas.
So good morning, we're off up Gokyo Ri, 600 metres of ascent and it snowed. Wow. So you can see a line of torches already heading up. We just have to be a bit more careful with the snow.
Oh my goodness, what a climb.
We're on the last push to the summit of Gokyo Ri now, about 100 metres or so to go. The sun's coming up above the mountains. You can see quite a few of the 8,000 metre peaks. Looking forward to getting to the top now. Not long to go.
Four 8,000 metre peaks and a multitude of peaks over 6,000 metres are visible from the summit of Gokyo Ri. With clear skies and views that stretch for miles, it was an amazing sight to behold. Gokyo Ri was one of those places you did not want to leave, but we still had a hike to Thaknag. It was time to set off back down.
Round two. Today is Easter Sunday. Up at 4 AM, climbed Gokyo Ri, and now we are hiking another 3 hours to Thaknag.
Thaknag. How long to Thaknag?
How long to Thaknag?
3.5 hours.
Oh, poly.
Poly. So we're crossing the glacier. What's the glacier called?
Najangma glaciers.
Najumma.
So we're going to cross the glacier and then we're going to arrive at Thaknag and we're going to go straight
Then we're going to go to bed and try and
recover
after today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Last look at Gokyo. It's going to be really sad to leave this place behind. It's absolutely magical. But onwards and upwards. Leave Gokyo and we climb over the top towards the glacier and we get this view. It is never ending. Wow, take a look at this. Just arriving at Thaknag after crossing the glacier. That's day 6 done. Tough day with the early morning get up to do Gokyo Ri, but well, I didn't think anything would surpass that, but I really enjoyed traversing that glacier this afternoon. But I'm looking forward to food, chilling. It'll be an early night because it's an early start. We've got the biggie tomorrow. Yes, Cho La Pass. We want to bounce out of bed early and get ready for that bad boy tomorrow. Good morning, good morning. It's another day and it's the biggie. It's Cho La Pass. It's 5:15. We're just heading up now. It doesn't seem too cold at the moment. It's a steady stream of head torches ahead of us, and already it's a little bit of light showing, so that's good news. Looking forward to getting over this, and all things well, if we make good progress, we'll end up at Lobuche, which is on, out of breath, which is on the main Everest Base Camp trek.
We made steady progress upwards, and by the time we approached the top of the first climb, daylight had broke.
So it's just got to the first climb. We've got a descent now and then another climb to Cho itself, but we've been greeted at the top with the sun just coming over the tops of the mountains. Absolutely amazing. Really, really good. Good progress there as well.
In the rocky, look about it's climbing, and then it's just like a flat.
Amazing.
How are you finding it, Myra?
I'm pretty gulp now, to be fair, just now. That is a serious climb up. Thank God there's not any snow, because I don't know how I would have done it. Nearly there though.
Hey, hello!
Hello.
That's Cho La Pass.
Done.
Done.
Tough.
In the bag.
Tough.
And now we've got this amazing descent to look forward to. What a day. What a day. It's been a long one. It's been 10 hours. Up and over Cho La Pass, down. We did stop off at Zongla for lunch, which was good. But the trail just went on forever and ever. But hey, we're here now. That was great. Super day. The scenery was amazing. So we're looking forward to getting unpacked and chilling out for the night. Good morning, day 9, the last full day and the big one. We're going to Everest Base Camp. A late start by our standards. So the plan is we hike up to Gorakshep. I think we drop some of our kit. We then do a round trip to base camp and back to Gorakshep. That's it.
Where's the path up Kala Patthar?
The busy trail of the main base camp route was in total contrast to the Gokyo area, where we often did not see another person for hours on end. but we made good progress and soon we were approaching Gorakshep.
2 hours 20 minutes more, it says, from Lobuche to Gorakshep, which is our last staging point for base camp and for Kala Patthar tomorrow morning. Wow, it finally feels as though we're coming close to the end. Now we see Gorakshep. Very exciting, very exciting. So we've checked in our accommodation at Gorakshep and we are heading across to Everest Base Camp. Ooh, that sun is warm.
I tell you, your marketing skills.
Progress along the path towards base camp was straightforward, with views soon opening up to reveal the Khumbu icefall and commercial tents set up for the upcoming Everest climbing season. We were closing in.
Oh, jeepers. Oh, it's good to be here. Last stop.
It was great to be back at Gorakshep, having achieved our goal of trekking to Everest Base Camp. There was, however, one last hike prior to catching the helicopter back to Kathamandu. At 5,644 metres above sea level, Kala Patthar offers amazing views of Everest, especially if you trek to the top in time for sunrise. With a 4 AM start, it will be another early night. Although steep and at high altitude, the route up Kala Patthar is neither difficult or technical. The views looking back as you ascend are sublime, with the summit and southeast ridge of Everest clearly visible. However, it is Pamori that dominates the view as we negotiate the final section across a boulder field of large stones and reach the summit of Kala Patthar. All that remained was a short descent back to Gorakshep, collect our bags, then over to the nearby helipad for the flight out to Kathamandu. Our Everest Base Camp trip had surpassed all expectations. The Himalayas are a truly wonderful place, and hopefully we will get the opportunity to return one day.
I think this could be the end of the trekking holidays. I think there's going to be a re-evaluation when we get back.
Be lying in the sun after
I think there's going to be a re-evaluation. There certainly will be once we get over Cho La Pass tomorrow. But anyway, no, seriously, no, we're looking forward to moving.